Good afternoon and welcome to the Innovation Grant Student Showcase, a panel presentation followed by an interactive question and answer session with the student project leaders, their mentors, and audience participants. Now, please join me in welcoming President Melinda Treadwell, who will introduce the Innovation Grant Project to you.
Hi, I'm Melinda Treadwell, President here at Keene State College, and thank you for joining us this evening, where you will hear about our Innovation Grant Project here at Keene State. My thanks to Jessica Bigaj for that introduction to kick us off, and my thanks to Veronica Rosa, our Vice President for Advancement here at Keene State, for the work that she did leading our selection committee. So let me tell you a bit about this project and also tee up our incredible students who will share with you the work they did. As we moved into COVID, we knew that there would be a separation for us physically from one another. We knew that the way we normally work and create at Keene State would be altered. And so, as a campus, we challenged our students to come forward with a faculty or staff mentor to create an innovation project, something that would create new ways for us to engage, new ways for us to showcase our college, and to create a space for our students to actually innovate and bring their creativity and great ideas to the college. So I am so proud of our students. You're about to hear presentations from 3 of those innovation grant projects, and you will join me in absolutely being amazed about what our students are capable of doing here at Keene. My thanks to them, and my thanks to you for taking time to join us for this important event.
Thank you so much, Dr. Treadwell. Now, please enjoy 3 presentations of 3 very different projects that promote virtual engagement: an Owl Assist Chatbot, a virtual art challenge, and a moving camera dolly.
It's me, Cruz from Computer Science Department, mentor for this chatbot development project. I have Matthew and Joshua with me. We developed a chatbot called Owl Assist for Keene State College. Chatbot is an automated customer care support which facilitates conversation and fetch the needed information and give proper direction like a real customer care person. It is developed by using natural language processing technique, which is a kind of artificial intelligence technique. Nowadays, many top businesses and commercial firms use chatbot for customer care support, and only very few universities have this facility. We are really glad to develop this chatbot for Keene State College. Particularly with this pandemic situation, we hope it would be really helpful to assist students and KSC community. And also, it shows the technical richness of our curriculum. It's an ongoing project, so it will evolve as we move forward. Our sincere thanks to President Treadwell for her support on this project, and we would like to thank Virtual Innovation Grant Committee and School of Science for providing financial support. Matthew and Joshua will now explain this project. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Cruz. So a quick personal introduction. My name is Matthew Pittendreigh, and I am a computer science and mathematics major here at Keene State College.
And I'm Joshua Snider, and I'm also a CS major and a mathematics minor.
So as Dr. Cruz mentioned, Owl Assist is a chatbot developed by and for Keene State College. Its primary function is as an assistant used for quickly finding information. It will guide students to enroll, engage in college events, and recall important deadlines. Its secondary function is as an advertisement, representing the school's ability and motivation to adapt to technology. The system will encourage students to apply and assist them in completing the registration process, which helps to decrease the number of students that are accepted but fail to attend KSC, a concept known as summer melt. Over the course of 1 year, we have gathered thousands of question and answer data points and launched the first version of Owl Assist on the Google Assistant platform. You can access the chatbot right now by launching the Google Assistant app and simply saying, "Talk to Owl Assist." We are now working on integrating Owl Assist with many of Keene State's informational systems to provide an industry quality assistant to KSC's students, parents, and faculty. Josh will quickly showcase the chatbot for us.
Yes, I will. Thank you, Matthew. So Owl Assist can deliver answers that are quick and accurate without the need for navigating through the Keene State College website, which is super nice. So let's say I'm a prospective student looking to apply to Keene State College, but I don't know how. I can just ask the virtual assistant, how do I apply to Keene State College? And receive a prompt reply on what applications are accepted and a direct link to the appropriate KSC webpage. Furthermore, if I'm having trouble with an application and I need to contact an admissions advisor, I can ask, how do I contact admissions? And it will give me the phone number and hyperlink to the admissions page on the Keene State website as well. This will work across various departments for faculty members, saving a lot of time and headache. But of course, Owl Assist is for much more than just incoming new students. So let's say I'm a current student and I need to make an appointment with the Wellness Center. I can ask it, how do I schedule an appointment with the Wellness Center? And I will get both the phone number for the Wellness Center to make an appointment over the phone, as well as a patient portal link where I can set up an appointment online. Again, we're just scratching the surface of what Owl Assist is capable of, and Matt's got a couple other neat features we want to show you.
Yeah, so most recently, we've been developing an application for easily creating and managing the data that underlies the chatbot. This app helps to keep all the information in the system up to date and allows us to respond to increasingly complex questions. For example, we can automatically update the course catalog and ask specific questions like, what 100 level classes are available for architecture? As you can see, it gives a short list, but that might not be enough information to make a decision about whether or not you want to take that class. So we can ask something like, what do you do in architecture visualization? And it will give a prompt answer as well. As you can see, the chatbot is starting to become a real expert on Keene State. The new data management system has granted the chatbot almost unlimited potential for answering complex questions, from signing up for events, to accessing Canvas, to creating maps in order to help navigate campus better. With all of these exciting features, we want to make the chatbot as accessible as possible. So we're currently working on integrating Owl Assist with the Keene State website.
When this Owl Assist is fully deployed, Keene State College will be the first in our state to have a virtual assistant, which is super cool. This will act not only as a potential attraction for new students, but also as a helpful tool in ensuring their success, providing virtual customer support to help not only the students, but also their family and the faculty members at large in a very convenient way is the primary goal for this chatbot. We're so thankful that we got to work on this project, and we have learned a lot along the way. We hope that the KSC community will come to love Owl Assist like we do, and that it provides help to anyone who may need it. Thank you.
Thanks for listening.
Hello everyone, I'm Stacey Willett, a sophomore here at Keene State College, majoring in fine arts and one of the Innovation Grant recipients. When this opportunity was brought to my attention this summer, I couldn't wait to get connected in and around the community of Keene. During my freshman year, one of my favorite things to do on campus was working at the Thorne Art Gallery. I met lots of great people, including Paul McMullan and Victoria Rosa. I told them that I wanted to create another gallery online through this time of challenge. With their help, I was able to complete a proposal to build an online art gallery over the summer for Keene State students, friends, and faculty. As the challenges progressed, there were more submissions. One of the themes for Art's Sake had over 70 submissions. With great responses we were getting, as well as the amazing galleries that were being made, the grant was extended into the fall semester. We are now on our 7th challenge, President Treadwell's Holiday Card Challenge for Keene State students, in which the winner's design is placed on the front of this year's holiday card. The challenge before, the Artist Workspace, was sponsored by 17 Rocks. Each theme establishes a gallery of amazing work in which the public votes on. The submissions with the most views and likes wins a gift card for $50. My hope is that the artists in and around Keene have the chance to own art in a gallery with the possibility of winning a great prize.
Hi, my name is Erica Pritchett, and I graduated from Keene State College in 2019 with a degree in graphic design. I've had the opportunity to work with Paul McMullan, the director of the Thorne-Sagendorph Art Gallery, on various projects like posters and booklets for the exhibitions there. Back in June, Paul reached out to see if I could help support a student-run project, and I was thrilled to be brought on. I've used skills obtained from my degree at Keene State College to help with posters and marketing materials, as well as keeping the website updated for the project. I've also had a chance to really get to know Stacey and really see her dedication to this project. Together, we took her idea and have really been able to make it come alive. We wouldn't have been able to do so without the ongoing support from Jessica Bigaj, Paul McMullan, and Russ Cobb for helping develop the website platform. We also really want to thank the Keene community. They have been very supportive of this. Thanks to 17 Rocks and Arts Alive for really helping us get the message out there, and it's been really great working on this project, and I can't wait to see where it goes.
Hello, I'm Curtis Mead, Skills Application Teacher in Sustainable Product Design and Architecture Department. This project has been excellent for Nash because it is so much different from his previous schoolwork experience. This project includes project management. So Nash will be involved with prototyping, procurement, design detail, and, coming soon, the actual manufacturing of these camera dollies.
Guys, my name is Nash McLean and I'm a senior here at Keene State College. I study architecture and occupational safety, and this is our solution for the Keene State Innovation Grant. We decided to build the dolly to further assist teachers in the online environment, showing hands-on demonstrations. The camera dolly features a camera, light, and microphone, as well as a tablet in the back to act as the command. Next, we're going to go down to the shop, and Curtis is going to show us a little demonstration.
Alright, here we are in the shop, and Curtis is going to show us how easy it is to use our camera dolly. Today we'll be working on the bandsaw. First he's going to turn on his light and his microphone. He's going to move the dolly into place. He's now adjusting his angle and checking the view for his students. And once he's ready, he can start recording. Next we'll switch over to the student view. Now we have the student view, where we can see the use of the dolly makes it easier and safer for students to see Curtis' technique as he finishes up cutting out his new spoon.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Me and Curtis really had a lot of fun building and designing this project. I learned a lot, not only from a craftsmanship point of view, but also from an adaptability point of view. Taking the design from the computer and building it in real life did prove to be a little bit more difficult than we thought, but we had fun along the way. Big shout out to Curtis for giving me not only his time, but also his knowledge. And thank you for everyone involved in the grant for giving us this opportunity to help out our fellow students and faculty.
Thank you all for those fantastic overviews of your projects. As a reminder, we're going to enter the question and answer portion of this event now. For all participants and attendees, please use the Q&A function at the bottom of your screen to type in your questions and comments. I will read the questions and ask our panel members to respond. We have Stacey and Erica with the Virtual Art Challenge, Matthew and Joshua and Dr. Cruz with Owl Assist Chatbot, and Nash and Curtis Mead with the Camera Dolly project. And I am going to begin the questions with a question directed to each project, and I'm going to go in order of the presentations. So my question is, were there any elements or outcomes of your project that were not what you expected? And if so, could you describe that to me? So we'll start that question off with the Owl Assist Chatbot panelists.
Sure. So for some unexpected outcomes, after we got a version of Owl Assist off the ground and onto Google's platform, we ended up making a decision to jump into creating an information system for it, which was super challenging. And specifically, we went down a couple of different rabbit holes with APIs and databases, and specifically, we're trying to figure out how to web host right now. And so we've learned a lot through that whole experience. And I definitely am thankful that we got a chance to work on this project.
All right. And next, let's take it to Stacey and Erica with the Virtual Art Challenge.
Yes, hi. So my initial plan for the gallery was to have an open voting system. With this came its challenges. We changed the site so that each user could only vote one time a day, which certainly helped this, but then with more submissions came less votes being received. So for the last challenge, we changed to not a voting system, but that the winner was chosen by President Treadwell. And we're finding that this system works better for the gallery, just so that it's a more even playing field as well.
Okay, thank you. And how about for Camera Dolly, for Nash and Curtis Mead?
Yeah, so for ours, one major thing that I noticed was that I overbuilt like the structure itself of the dolly. On this rendering, the SketchUp recording that we had, you can see that I have like extra framing on the top, and along the bottom you can't see it's tucked in, but there's a lot of framing. But when we started building in the shop, we really noticed that just plywood would be enough. And that also saved on materials as well as down the road with the cost overall.
Thank you. All right, well, we have several questions, and I am going to direct the first one to Owl Assist. And it starts with a congratulations, what an awesome project. Can students use Owl Assist as an app on their phones?
Yeah, so as it said in the presentation, if you have an Android phone specifically, it will come preload with the Google Assistant app. But you can go ahead and get the Google Assistant app from an app store and simply say, talk to Owl Assist, and it will launch the app on your phone.
And we're also planning to incorporate it to our Keene State website so that student can access it from website as well.
Thank you. So the next question is directed to the Camera Dolly project and starts with, the dolly is very cool. What tablet or software is required for the images to be captured? Can you use it with anything like Zoom?
Yeah, so our main goal was to be able to use it live on Zoom. It should be able to work. We haven't fully tested it yet on Zoom platform. The app itself is just called DSLR Controller. It's like a $8 app on the Google Play Store. So it is a little pricey, but it does give you full control of the camera. So as soon as you turn on the camera, it launches the app on the tablet, which is also super helpful.
Great, thank you, Nash. Now I have a question for the art challenge. These projects are amazing, all of the projects, and thank you for sharing them. For the art challenge project, are the winning art pieces available for purchase?
No, they are not. These are works done by student and from the community that could either have been done in the past or specifically created for this challenge. They are all on our website as past winners if you'd like to go back and view them at any time.
Thank you, Stacey. So I have another camera dolly question for Nash. Can you describe the process of manufacturing more camera dollies now that the first one is completed?
Yeah, so honestly, it's probably going to be easier to do it now because we know what we want to do. Before, part of the process was taking our design and adapting it to like the real life. So it should be easier. I mean, when we set so we're going to set different things on our table saw, like fences, which act as a safety guide as well as a design guide. So once we know, say the top, I believe the angle is 16.5. So once we set our saw to 16.5, we're just going to cut 12 pieces and we'd be done at it instead of changing the saw and changing the angle constantly. So it's going to be a little bit lengthier overall, but the process itself should be easier.
Thank you, Nash. The next question is for the Owl Assist Chatbot project. For computer science majors, so for Matthew and Joshua, which courses best prepared you for this challenge, and what software tools did you use? And what do you plan to do after graduation?
Oh gosh. Yeah, so it's kind of hard to name a specific course. I'd say that the interesting challenge in building this chatbot and specifically the informational system that makes it a lot more exciting is that it uses a whole range of things. So to access the responses, the more complex responses, you need to have a good understanding of networking and web development. And to make the app, it's required lots of understanding of software engineering and kind of taking a multifaceted app and building it into one project. And that has taken some design skills. And then to store all of the data, it's taken some data science and database skills. So really, the exciting part about this project has been how many different aspects of computer science we've been able to tie into it. So really, I would say that if you just keep learning about generally helpful computer science concepts, most of computer science anyway is going on Google and trying to find the right resource for the problem that you're trying to overcome. So just working on general programming stuff will really take you a long way. And then personally, as far as what we're planning to do afterwards, we want to keep developing the app. And our data science lab of the computer science department at Keene State are going to continue to take machine learning and natural language processing and different challenges, and we're going to keep trying to tackle them and provide good applications for Keene State.
Joshua, did you have anything to add to that?
Not really. I think that was pretty accurate. Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you. So this is a virtual art challenge question for Stacey and Erica. Have you thought of any other ways that the gallery could be used? And if so, what are some of your ideas?
I think it would be really awesome to, at some point, see all of the work from a specific contest printed or framed and laid out in a way that we could visualize the gallery more than online. I'm not sure if Erica has any ideas, but I think it's fun to think outside of what we can do as well as just online.
Yeah, I think having everything displayed, maybe even at the Thorne Art Gallery at some point in the future, of all like the past submissions would be a really great idea.
Great, thank you. The next question is what for the camera dolly project, what was the most challenging design aspect of the camera dolly and how did you overcome it?
So I'd say one of the most challenging design aspects was building the dolly to be at eye height, but not like in your face. I'm not truly saying that correctly, but like I said, we had overbuilt it at first. So honestly, towards the end, me and Curtis just took it on table shot and just took 6 inches right off of it, and it ended up being not at eye height, and maybe at like your chin or your neck, but it was still good because on the final design, we bumped the camera up so that it's in the middle of the ring light. So just balancing that height of the camera itself and then the overall height of the whole dolly was probably one of the more challenging things. But that's another thing of taking it from the computer to real life is like how it scales.
Thank you. Okay, so I have another question for Owl Assist. What was the main reasoning to use a Google base for the chatbot? Is there licensing involved with using their programming? And does it make sense to move to an in-house program down the line, or does it make more sense to stay with Google?
So that's a very good question. The whole chatbot, the core application that runs the chatbot is a Google product called Dialogflow. Even a lay person, so even a non-computer science person could go into that product and create a chatbot in less than half an hour, create a basic chatbot. So that product is really useful and has helped us to develop quite a lot of the chatbot. It is starting to reach its limits for how much functionality we can get out of just that application, which is why we've decided to build some extra programmatic support on top of that. But we went to the Google product, the Dialogflow product, because it's really open and there's good documentation. So where we've needed to expand it, it's been really easy, and Dialogflow hasn't held us back. But yeah, so there is a pricing plan that goes with it. It is based off of per query that a user asks the chatbot. So there are different rates for text questions and vocalized questions. So Google does have a pricing plan for that. And if it does seem like the chatbot is really going to scale up in usage, then it might make sense to do the actual question classification ourselves. We are machine learning people. Our data science group does focus on AI and predictive analytics, so that would be a possibility for us to take further down the line. As of now, it should be fairly inexpensive to run the chatbot month to month. Thank you.
So thank you. The next question is for Virtual Art Challenge. As you see different mediums submitted in the projects to the gallery, including oil, paint, drawing, photos, etc., have you seen any new mediums that have piqued your interest as an artist?
Yeah, actually I have. So in the challenge Art for Art's Sake, we got over 150 submissions, which was amazing. And in one of them, there was actually 2 birds made out of paper, and just a beautiful way of folding paper and creating like that in a sculptural aspect was really interesting. But I do love seeing all of the different mediums that come through with this art challenge because it's open to such a wide variety of artists.
Thank you. And the next question goes to the Camera Dolly project. Have you thought of providing plans and instructions so anyone could build one if they had the woodworking tools, or even to use the KFC shop if available?
I have not thought of that idea. That's a pretty good idea. It would take a little bit to put the plans together and get the exact dimensions of everything. As far as outside people coming into the shop, I'm not too sure how that works. I know that students who pass their safety exam can come in and work at any time as long as the shop's open. But yeah, that's a pretty good idea to think forward to build the plans for that. Yeah.
Great. I'm seeing so many questions. So for the art challenge, in regards to the art project, how do you feel that the general public and the city of Keene supported this project?
Yeah, I feel like the city supported it really well. A lot of places downtown as well as around Keene hung up posters for the challenge, and we actually reached out to places that we didn't think we would around the broader community of Keene. So it was great to see just a wide aspect of people and artists from all around.
Okay, so I have a question that's actually come for all of the, from individual people, but for each project. So I'm just going to throw it out to all of you. Several people have asked, what was the most challenging component of your project and how did you resolve it? And so I'm going to just say that all three of you can address this, and we'll start with Owl Assist.
Yeah, so I think we reached a certain point where we want to make Owl Assist kind of a special kind of chatbot and be able to do some more complicated tasks. And we are going one way or another, but I think that kind of finally making the decision to expand the chatbot functionality through doing a lot of like programming of our own, that whole application that we've been developing has been a really nice challenge. It does take a lot of different parts of computer science and compile them together. And I think that before we made that decision, the chatbot was only going to reach a certain height. But I think after taking on that responsibility of building this whole support system for it, it's a lot more exciting. So I think that that was definitely probably our biggest challenge, but also just a very important moment for our project.
Thank you. How about the art challenge?
Yeah, so in the beginning, we had some issues just getting the platform up and running and really just starting to get the project as a whole on our website. But once we got through those issues, it was really smooth running. And I guess one thing that I could say that we maybe could have gone back and revised a little bit more was had the challenges open to a longer period of time. So that way there was more time for people to really think about what they wanted to create and post for their work. So it felt a little rushed in the beginning, but we're definitely learning from experience.
Thank you. And for the camera dolly?
Yeah, so honestly, I think our biggest challenge is still ahead of us, which would be the manufacturing process. Like I said, it's going to be easier overall, but it's going to be a pretty lengthy process. It's going to, hopefully we'll finish before next semester, but it's going to take us most of the rest of this semester and probably into winter break to really get a solid amount of these dollies built.
Thank you. Okay, so actually, I'm just going to double up on Nash because we have two connected questions to the camera, Dolly, that I think I can put together. How long did it take to develop? How do you see it changing the current situation of teaching? And where else do you see this being helpful on campus? And Curtis might want to chime in here as well.
Yeah, so the first, can you just repeat the
Yeah,
first part of
I
that
probably
question?
put together too many. Let's start with how long did it take to develop?
So we started in June. So it does like the SketchUp, the rendering, the digital stuff that took probably about 3 or 4 weeks to do. And then from there, it was collecting all the materials from various different, I think we went to 3 or 4 different stores to get everything, plus ordering stuff on Amazon. And then from there started the build process, which is still ongoing. So to give a total, I mean, since June, it's probably been about 4 months. So, and we're about halfway done. So I'd say in total, it's probably gonna be about 8 months from complete design to fulfillment of the order. As far as different teaching situations, we wanted to adapt this to work anywhere. Me and Curtis threw around the idea at the beginning, and we still have the wheels. We got off-road rugged wheels to give to the gym teachers and any outdoor science teachers, so that they could take it out into like the woods on a trail and show like bird watching or something like that. But yeah, we want this to be used in every classroom if possible. Any teacher with a teacher's assistant can move the dolly around the classroom. I know that safety, we do a lot of hands-on demonstrations, even if it's just showing different hard hats. That's a little hard on Zoom. But yeah.
And then, yes, so I think you addressed how you see it changing the current situation of teaching, unless Curtis wanted to chime in there.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that happened early in the spring when we all got sent home is how do we carry on woodshop activities from a remote location? And so I was trying to do the best I could from my shop at home and really wanting something that was a little more professional. And so that was sort of the start of it. And when I approached Nash with the idea, you know, he jumped right on it and took off with it. And as far as where else it could be used on campus, I would just encourage anybody that has any inkling whatsoever to try it out to contact me, and we'll get one of these in your hands for next semester. And then, you know, you can let us know.
Thank you. So I'm going to address a question to all of you that which some of you have partially addressed already. So you can just let us know if you already have answered the question. But what would you envision as phase 2 if you were to continue or expand your project? And let's start with the art challenge.
All right, so we actually have a next theme going. It's Art's an Open Book, which is just to create either off of your favorite childhood book, a book that you have a memory on, or just that one that you want to create, and to create a piece based on a book. So we do have art challenges continuing on, and I just can't wait to see more of the galleries that we get as this does continue.
And how about Owl Assist?
Yeah, so Owl Assist is about to have a big release, and that will include all of the features that we've been working on recently. A live event feed, a live news feed about campus news. We're going to add ways to get faculty contacts and all sorts of course information. So there's about to be a big release by the end of this week for Owl Assist, and that will greatly expand its functionality. And then we're going to continue to work on the chatbot to upgrade its knowledge and also get it deployed on the Keene State website.
Fantastic. And camera, Dolly?
Yeah, so we kind of touched on it a few times, but it would just to be starting our manufacturing process, and hopefully this event will help spread the word so we can build even more of these to hopefully help everyone on campus.
Great, thank you. And I am going to conclude with a comment and a question from President Treadwell. President Treadwell says, I am absolutely thrilled to experience the creativity, diversity of the projects and the innovation lead by our students, faculty, and staff, and thank you. Should we sponsor a similar challenge each year? And if we do this again, how could we improve the experience for our awardees? And let's start with Owl Assist.
Yeah, I mean, I think that especially the computer science department would really appreciate having an innovation grant available year to year. And really, I am not sure how the innovation grant could really assist us better. It seems like we had access, at least personally, to the informational resources and the monetary resources we needed to get everything done for our project. So really, instead of a recommendation, maybe just a thank you for being there for that.
How about camera, Dolly?
So I think that it's also a great idea. We should do this every year, if not also twice a year, because we have the winter session too. I think overall for the whole experience, like Matthew, I didn't have any issues. Anytime I emailed anybody, I was answered probably within an hour. I know that Stacey King exclusively helped us a lot organizing funds and meeting us at the store a couple times to help us out, check out and stuff like that. But yeah, overall, I had a lot of fun and I really appreciate the opportunity.
And how about the virtual art challenge?
I agree actually with the fact that there was not really a need to advance this in any way. It's a great opportunity. It's helped me a lot, and it's helped me meet new faculty and staff on campus. Jessica, as well as Veronica Rosa, helped me so much at the beginning, and I just think it was part of having a great team that was able to continue this challenge to be really nice. So I thank all of you, and I hope that this does continue.
Well, I think we've reached the conclusion of our event tonight. So if anyone had questions that weren't answered, we can reach out to you individually, or you can, we'll put up contact information of the mentors of each project, and you can reach out to the mentors and also then reach the students through the mentors. I just want to thank all of the project leaders and the mentors for these truly innovative projects and for sharing them with us. I want to thank participants for joining us tonight, and we can't wait to see these projects develop and move forward. So thank you to all of you who joined us today, and please be well and stay in touch with us. Take care.